The 38, that's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
At the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And so into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Austin.
A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bears 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the...
It got his man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing is Eason. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Complete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Eason. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the...
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chicago.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'd stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Browns first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray off play action. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Browns field goal. A 46.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Cleveland.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that will be incomplete. Murray's tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A 51-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Eason going to try and throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buying time to his left. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 33. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. It took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello, how about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his 1st carry of the game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
To the running back.
With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That
one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun now from Murray. Being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with them losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Play action. It's Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown!